Sawadee krap, I'm JP Mestanza. It's Friday, March 1st, the start of a new month. You're watching Phuket Xtra, brought to you by PBCPhuket.com. The driver of a six-wheel crane truck lost his life last night after the vehicle plunged off the side of a narrow road in the hills of Karon in southern Phuket. Meanwhile, his 12-year-old daughter, who was in the truck with him at the time of the crash, survived with minor injuries.
Officials are now looking into the crash that took place at about 7:15 p.m. on Thursday night, according to Karon police. Shortly after receiving the call about the crash, they arrived at the scene on Patak Soy 14 in Karon and found the body of 43-year-old truck driver Akadech Posa beside the vehicle. The six-wheeled truck, which was registered in Kanchanaburi province and carrying a load of cement pillars at the time of the accident, was found in a ravine beside the narrow concrete road. An autopsy is now being done on the body of the truck driver at Vashida Phuket Hospital. The 12-year-old girl, the man's daughter, who survived the accident with just minor injuries, she was taken to Chalong Hospital. For more, visit PhuketNews.com.
Get the F off. That's what the 45-year-old Swiss expat Juris Fair, the founder of the Green Elephant Sanctuary Park in Sri Sutorn, yelled twice just after kicking a female doctor, a Thai national, in a video that he clearly recorded, was leaked and shared across social media.
In the 17-second clip, which Fairs filmed, you make out that he's briskly walking up to the doctor, Tandao Chandam, as she sits with a friend on concrete steps in front of the man's luxury villa on Yamu Beach last Saturday night. As he approaches, she turns around, and without warning or provocation, Tandao is hit, and Fair yells twice for them to get the F out. The video itself doesn't show the foot connecting with her body, though the thump of his foot landing on Miss Tandao can be plainly heard. As the man yells, the two women quickly leave. Fair had already been summoned to present himself to Talang police earlier today, after a formal complaint of assault was filed earlier this week by Miss Tandao, which has gotten a lot of traction in the media. The video itself, however, shows that there was no argument, and that Fair's original explanation that he, quote, slipped and fell and was an accident was not true. Miss Tandao and her father have spoken with police earlier this week and with reporters afterward, questioning whether police would even intervene because, as they say, quote, the other side is an influential person. Meanwhile, Phuket Provincial Police issued a statement on Thursday confirming that the concrete steps where the incident took place is actually on public land, not on his land. Either way, they will be removed immediately, according to authorities. For more, visit PhuketNews.com.
Sure that it'll be easier to clear you from my mind. I wish you fall out from the window, take a bad trip to the ground. Ooh. And in the pleasure, see pressure just before you break a bone.
Cigarette packs in Thailand have graphic labels right on them, warning people of the dangers of cigarettes. Now, the government is debating whether to add these labels to alcoholic beverages with graphics that would occupy at least a third of the container. And a recent survey shows that Thai nationals are widely against this.
The Alcoholic Beverage Control Committee and the Department of Disease Control, both under the Public Health Ministry, headed by Pheu Thai Party's Dr. Cholnan Srikeo, they put forth together a draft regulation that would require makers of alcoholic beverages in Thailand to put the large graphic images on each bottle to warn the public of the dangers of drinking. The labels would be similar to those on cigarette packages. The rule would require the warnings to take up at least 50% of the space on the largest side of a rectangular container and at least 30% on a cylindrical container. If approved, the new rule would come into effect 180 days after it's published in the Royal Gazette. Alcohol producers, as well as tourism operators, are criticizing the draft regulation, which would still have to wind through the legislative process before it goes into effect. Tourism operators say that the graphics would hurt jobs and the nightlife business at a time when the government is looking to boost tourism and nightlife, as they've already extended nightlife hours to 4 a.m. in tourist districts. Some, like Rajamangala University of Technology Thanyaburi lecturer Charwan Charronchai, said that the proposed law would force smaller alcohol producers to go out of business due to the fact that they would not be able to afford to produce the graphic images for every bottle. A recent survey by the DDC of 1,040 respondents from a variety of backgrounds show that 87% disagreed with the plan. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
A new community-based tourism project is now underway in Kamala, aiming to increase locals' incomes and showcase the cultural richness of the area.
The project, titled Activities to Promote Learning for Tourists, was launched at Kamala Beach on Thursday to highlight community tourism at the Otop in Mu 3 and Mu 5 in Kamala. The primary objective of the Community Tourism Promotion Project is to facilitate knowledge transfer and activities tailored to the interest of tourists. Termed as Decentralized Hands-On Program Exhibition, these initiatives aim to support local tourist services, enhance public relations for community entrepreneurs, and familiarize tourists and the general public with target tourism communities. For more on this, visit thephuket.news.com.
Thank you so much for joining us here today on Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. Don't forget that the brand new edition of the Phuket News, as well as the latest edition of Novosti Phuketa, our Russian language sister paper, is now out. Grab those at any of the distribution points that you can check out in the description. I'll see you again on Monday. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to $20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment, offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.